If you followed rap music in the past few years, chances are you're familiar with the globally famous artist Juice WRLD. And today, we venture into one of the wealthiest areas in the United States to explore his very own girlfriend's abandoned mega mansion. Jarad quickly became popular in 2018 when he had multiple of his songs reach #1 in the billboards and amassed billions of plays across the world. The mansion's story, however, begins in 2011 when it was first built for a wealthy business owner who made his fortune through his construction company. A few years later, in 2015, Lotti, Jarad's girlfriend, moved into the mansion, and her dream of living in a lavish home was finally fulfilled. It included a massive outdoor pool, home theater, and a guest house with an impressive 12-car detached garage. And as her relationship with Jarad grew stronger, the mansion became more than just Allie's home. It became a home for both of them, and they were often seen spending time and living together inside. A few years later, in 2018, when Jarad's music career skyrocketed, him and Allie moved to California, leaving their first dream home empty. New owners quickly moved back in, but that was short-lived after troubles financing it. And shortly after, the bank seized the property, and it has sat abandoned and forgotten. Alright folks, so here we are getting up the driveway to this place for the first time. As you can see, it is absolutely massive. We just came up a pretty long, windy driveway. This place is in the middle of the sticks. As we look around, everything but the mowed land is just trees and forest. So as soon as the driveway ends, we kind of have this brick pattern, and then that leads to the circular driveway right at the end with the fountain in the middle. And then you can kind of turn left into the garage that is attached to the house and the guest house all the way in the back as well. And so I want to show you guys a little view of the property on the outside before we go inside, because it is a treat. And me and Stringer Media were talking to the owner just now, and he was just expressing his anger about how so much has been vandalized by local kids. Take a look at the fountain, for example. So sad. But we have some underwater lights. At some point we had 4 of them, maybe colored too. Will look beautiful. And then of course the hedges kind of surrounding it. The fall season with the colored leaves definitely gives this place a great vibe as well. And so I want to take you guys up close to the front of the house, and then we'll take you guys back and see the pool and the pool house and everything else. So now as we exit the driveway and we actually get closer to the home, we have this stone tiling here at the bottom and then steps leading up. And right off the bat, we could see a lot of things are left behind. Some plates and other kitchen stuff. And it almost looks like a castle from the outside. Just most of it is stonework, and this part is symmetrical as well. And then we have some rooms and the garages right over there too. And so now as we walk to the back of the mansion, we have yet another portion of pretty long driveway. We have the stone pillars and lights symmetrically here. And all the way in the back there, you could see a lot of work trucks because they are redeveloping this place. And the guest house. And we have trees on either side too. Very nice symmetrical view. And here we are approaching the attached garage for the mansion itself. Take a look at that. We have 4-car garage, and you can even imagine the cars that would be stored here. Lamborghinis, Bugattis, the best of the best. And one thing as well, we're gonna see a lot of boards on the windows, and all that represents windows that have been broken by local kids just vandalizing this place. And so we're gonna see a lot of that, and it's so sad because that's costing, again, the owner a lot of money. Wow. As we walk back here, we have the staircase that leads down to the pool area, and we also have a very large wraparound balcony right here. So let's go down first, and I do want to show you guys an extra special treat there as well. They even had an outdoor patio area right here, And then these little stone areas where I'm sure they could cultivate a lot of plants too. But take a look at these fans. Wow. Looks like some 90s rapper's home. Very fancy, very gaudy for sure. We will check out the basement last, but that does include a lot of amenities such as a wine cellar, home theater, and a lot of other cool stuff. But let's put our focus to the pool right now. And we can see right by the stone, we have some pots. And so they definitely had maybe trees or little hedges that were growing around here. One thing I wanted to add, right here we have Lotti's Instagram page right here, and that is Juice WRLD's girlfriend. And right here, this is a post from 2017. This is the outside of the home with a boat and a dog. You can kind of see it's pretty much the same house other than the boards. As we scroll up, we have her over here. And she was pretty much right about here. And we can see the pool house in the back. It's the same building. And scrolling up again, we have, that's her right there, her dog, and the hot tub all the way in that corner too. So I did want to show you guys a little bit of proof that she did live here. And I think it's really, really cool that we could see this place back when it was still active. But it's definitely a massive pool either way. I believe this was the more deep side. And as we get more over there by the hot tub, it becomes more shallow. We also have a lot of fake palm trees as well. I believe these had speakers attached to them as well, and fake lights. And here we have the hot tub, straight out of the Instagram post of Ali Gotti and her dog. This is definitely one of the biggest pools I've seen at an abandoned property. Just wanted to put that out there. This is massive. And as we keep going, we have a little outdoor entertainment center. I think a big table would have been set up right over here. Have some nice meals, maybe burn wood for a fire, and you can just spend a lot of time outside. We also have the grill and some other appliances right here, and the marble countertop as an addition. And the last thing we're going to see right before we go inside the home is the pool house. Absolutely beautiful. It is pretty big too. Wow, look at those ceilings. And all the way in the middle, we have that beautiful fan. I think that's maybe 20 feet high. But we just have a regular kitchen area and then a full bathroom right over here. We can take a look. The soap and shampoo still left. That's a really cool treat for sure. I love the pattern tiling right there on the wall. But there is a lot of stuff left actually on these countertops. We have a TV remote, just a lot of papers. I think this was one of the grills they had. And it's just some other miscellaneous stuff. Washing machine, some cups and whatnot. So they definitely hosted a lot of parties here. And here we have the view outside. Another thing I wanted to add, these glass doors were also broken by vandals. Very expensive for sure. That one as well, you could see the board, but it's just very sad. People have no respect for these properties these days. It's very heartbreaking. But with that, we're gonna go back to the front of the house and venture inside. But let's start to venture inside. Of course, we have more boards signifying more broken windows, and we have double wooden doors, and then an area on the right and left for just glass you can kind of see through. And we also have the carpet with the letter H, and that was the last name of the most recent people that lived here, Haas. So that's a really cool personal addition as well. Wow. Take a look at this foyer. Very beautiful. And please excuse a little bit of the graffiti and vandalism that kids have done over the years. It's very sad. Wow. Take a look at this tiling down here. Very gorgeous pattern. And we have kind of a half spiral staircase going upstairs. Black carpet going up. These brass rails. Also, a chandelier would be hanging down here back in the day. And we also have overhead lights. And this ceiling is probably maybe 35 to 40 feet tall, just to give a reference. The detail on this door is just so stunning. Wow. And then here we have a view of the outside. But either way, we're gonna start off the tour of this mansion on the left side right here, and then we'll move along and explore that side, which is a real treat. So here we have the dining room. We can see the chandelier that would be right on top of the table. And so I could picture a massive dining room table right over here, a lot of grand chairs and everything. We even have some personal belongings that were left inside this home. Just seems like a bunch of clothes, a few towels as well. And they were all just grouped into these trash bags right here. So these are some expensive clothes for sure. And we also have sconces on the wall for some extra lighting, and these 3 big glass panes for natural lighting outside. And before we move on, I did want to show you guys real estate photos of this home when it was still open to get a good view of what it used to look like in its heyday. So this was it. We have the beautiful staircase right here on the left. That room, another living room, completely filled with belongings. We'll check that out later, but I just want to give you guys the sense of how beautiful this house actually was. And we even have a photo of this dining room right here. Beautiful table right in the middle. There's the same chandelier, I believe, as well. And then they also had a cabinet right there, probably for some china, and then a painting right on that wall with that graffiti too. Now, as we enter the kitchen from this beautiful doorway, wow, very massive one for sure. And this is a view of what it used to look like. We had 2 lights up top that now have been taken out, the island in the middle, and a lot of gorgeous woodwork all over throughout too. Wow. Look at that. Those smell very, very bad, but I like how the fridge and freezer are kind of blended in. You wouldn't even know just by looking at it. Wow, what a grand kitchen area for sure. Unfortunately, a lot of the china was taken out. We're not going to see a lot of that, unfortunately, but you can still get a very good view and really imagine what this place used to look like. Seems like we had space for a microwave right here and an appliance down there, maybe a stove or an oven. And right here we have photos of this very mansion when it was being built. Wow, look at that, the pool right there when it was being built. That's where we just were, the pool house. And right here we have a photo of the front. And all the way back here, we have the guest house and garages. This is so amazing. It really, really was so beautiful in its heyday. And the property is so lucky that it has loving owners now that are fixing it up. You could really see how in the middle of nowhere it is. Look at all those trees around. And moving on a little bit, right here we have the breakfast nook, another dining room, big table right here under the chandelier, and we would have a lot of great natural lighting coming out from these windows. And we have the screen door if you want to go outside to the outdoor patio. And this is where they would have a lot of meals, mostly breakfast if they don't have guests over. And if they did, they would move over to the main dining room. We still have a chair outside, so they definitely spent a lot of time out here. And then here we have a view of this room in full. This is incredible, man.
This house just keeps going and going, man. I was upstairs. I thought I was done with the rooms, and just kept going. Still, there's a lot of the old owner stuff left behind in the rooms upstairs too. So that should be exciting.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, there's even some clothes still left in the closet, books still on the shelves. So
Even though it's empty, you can still get a really good view of what it used to look like, you know, in its heyday.
yeah, there's even old photos I'm sure you looked at of the house.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm mind blown. This place is insane.
Yeah.
It was really nice to be able to talk to the actual owner, and he gave us a tour of the home and an insight of what every room was, and so we know exactly what it was used for. Right here, a pretty large pantry, a lot of storage area for foods and whatnot. He said right here, this rock was thrown through a window to make a way in and somehow landed all the way over here. So someone threw it all the way from there and it landed in here. That's pretty insane. There's so many windows broken all over. It really is a shame. But now this area is mostly going to be the staircase going up, the side staircase, the garage, and some other small rooms as well. Directly to the right, we have the laundry room. We have room for the appliances. These were probably scrapped or taken out. And quite a little bit of covered space as well. A lot of plastic bags down here. Some small belongings. And laundry detergent. This seems to be an intercom system throughout the house. Yeah, we have the side door office, all the rooms right here. You can page the room, you can call them, even announcements too, so that's really cool. Also, great chandelier right up top, and then storage space right here with the great woodwork, kind of like a flower and vine pattern up there. Seems to be a half bathroom. There's no shower in here. But even the toilet paper holder is fancy. And then the wall and ceiling is egg white. And the bottom portion and the floor is this beautiful tile pattern. Wow, definitely complements each other very well. And then a small closet area right here. We still see some hangers. And just a lot of miscellaneous stuff on the floor now that probably kids have put here when they trashed the place. They tried to. Also the side door leading right out to the patio. And through this door is going to be the massive garage space that this family had that is attached. Of course, we have the whole other garage area to check out. But this is 4-car garage. Dude, what cars do you think would be here? Like Lamborghinis, all that type of stuff.
Definitely.
Holy cow. Wow. I mean, now it's just an empty shell, but it's really up to us to imagine what cars would be here. Definitely some expensive ones for sure.
The reason it's empty is because the bank seized everything. So if the family had all the money and just got up and left, then, man, there would have been some crazy cars left behind.
Yeah. And then from here, we also have stairs down to the basement, a little sideway down, which we will check out at the end of the video. All right, folks, so now I think it's time to go to the right side of the first floor, and that is where we're going to see the master bedroom, bathroom, and the closets, which is a real treat for sure. But first, let's start off with this little room right here. Definitely a secondary living room. We have a fireplace, the pillars, very, very gaudy architecture. And I do actually have a view for you guys of what this place used to look like when it was active. We can kind of compare what it looked like. Right there we have the fireplace, of course, the 3 windows, beautiful curtains as well, and even a piano right there too. So it definitely made very, very good use of this room and made it look pretty spectacular. We also have the overhead lights, wood floor. And I'm not sure if this was a real fireplace. I do believe that it is. Yeah, seems like it. So that's definitely really good to see. Great natural lighting coming in at some point, but it is unfortunate that a lot of these are now boarded up. The owner was definitely trying to keep people out of here. And take a look at this, another form of disrespect. You could even see their shoe prints right here on the wall from them just kicking it for no reason at all. Very sad. And we even have an outlet down here. So that was for some big appliance right here. And another thing, all of these rooms have wood floors except the foyer area, which is the tile pattern. And then right here we have the main living room area. You get a great view from it upstairs, and massive, massive windows all the way at the end too. Folks, this is what it looked like back in its heyday. Take a look at those windows. And then we have the TV right here and a big piece of wooden furniture and just some couches, some tables, and other things as well. And so they divided this area and that area into two separate parts. This was a tiny sitting area, and then right there we have yet another one. Some simple belongings here, a lot of bedding, some wood, and kids' toys. We have puzzle pieces and a guitar as well. But imagine just sitting here and having a gorgeous view of the outside, your property, the pool as well. Could be absolutely amazing. And we also have, of course, the wood floors. Some unfortunate destruction. Like, I don't understand how people would do this or why. And then, of course, the cables for the giant dresser that was here with the TV. Wow, but here we have it. The overhead lights, chandelier coming down, and great view of the upstairs too. And now as we move along, we are entering, in my opinion, the best area of the house. Right here in front of us, we have the elevator that they used to have. It's so insane. And to the left, this bathroom right here. The toilet has been taken out, and we have just tiling for the bottom half of it as well. And then this room right here used to be the office space. We still have all the bookcases, bookshelves. Some of them are even left behind. Right here we have what looks to be a TV mount. I'm sure it would be just right here in the middle. And of course, a lot of gaudy woodwork all over. And then we also have a wood trim right up top and overhead lights. This seems to be where his desk would be. It would be right here and then facing the wood shelves right over there. And then we have a screen glass door that leads outside onto the patio. But of course that was broken into, unfortunately. So now moving out of this room and turning to the left, this is the whole portion of the master area. Right in front of us, we have the bathroom. And this is one of the best bathrooms I've ever seen. So luxurious. And the cool thing about this, it is divided into two sections. The left section is for the woman, the right section is from the man. And so we're going to see two separate bathrooms and of course the two separate vanities as well. We have the sconces and the overhead lights on the mirror. And these would once be glass. There'd be a kind of like a glass wall over here that was now broken, but that would look very nice. And then the marble for the sink. Wow. Whole kind of hot tub right here. And this was actually all glass at some point. You can kind of see where it was, but that was broken too, unfortunately. And so it was kind of like a square, go out. And so this whole shower area would be completely covered. And the flooring is absolutely gorgeous too. It definitely complements the rest of the room. So right here we have the bathroom for the lady. We have sliding doors right here, intercom, just a toilet. And then to the right, we have pretty much the same thing, but for the man. Wow, very large shower. Holy cow. And then two symmetrical windows that lead to the side of the house. You can kind of get a little view of the backyard, but nothing too crazy. And then on the right side, right over here, we have doorways that lead into the closets. They both had their separate closets as well. This was the one for the missus. Very, very large. A lot of dark oak wood just completely around this whole thing. But there's definitely so much space for shoes, clothes. A lot of expensive stuff here for sure. And then we have these individual drawers, which would be completely filled with jewelry. And inside these drawers would be these kind of black jewelry boxes right here. Kind of gives an aesthetic look and also protects us as well. And then a little sitting area right over here. And this kind of tinted glass in a lot of these cabinets, which is very, very cool. Seems like space for some shoes or some little trinkets and small items. I can't even imagine how cool this place would look with everything inside. The closet still filled, the furniture all over. It'd be insane. And then right here, just a footsteps away, we have the man's closet. This one is considerably smaller. It didn't seem like he had as many clothes, but we still have the island in the middle and then some space right here. And then a little bit right behind us here. And also on either side of the doorway to the bathroom, we have these right here, which would be space for mirrors once upon a time. And the second one right here, so very symmetrical house. And this would be the master bedroom. We still have the cushion right over there, and just some miscellaneous furniture and belongings as well on top. Here's a view of what this room will look like. We have the TV on top of the fireplace, these windows, and then just a little couch setup right there as well. So it would definitely be very beautiful, but as of now, the wood floor was taken out, maybe because of mold problems. And for the ceilings, it's kind of slanted up as well. It's very cool. It changes a lot. And the wood fan up top as well with some hand carvings. But now that we are finished with the whole first floor, I think it's time to go up these stairs and check out all the rooms on the second floor. And so there we're gonna see quite a lot of bedrooms mostly, and just a few entertainment areas as well. But definitely is a beautiful staircase. A lot of detail was put into it, and I really love the carpet. It definitely matches the wood a lot. It even continues up here as well in this little section until we branch out in the rooms, then it changes completely. And we have the gorgeous view of the living room down here. We are pretty high up. I'd say about 15 to 20 feet high right now. And so we have that wing and the wing behind us as well. Let's start off with this one, and then we'll move back because we do have quite a lot of stuff left in the rooms behind us. So straight off the bat, a lot of doorways. To the right, a little bit of storage area. And then right here we have a pretty big bedroom. Definitely pretty large. The walk-in closet area directly to the right. Beautiful windows too. Directly across, we have the bathroom and the main living area with mounts for TV right there on the right. So I do presume the bed would be right around here, and then maybe some chairs and a sofa right by the three windows. From here, we have a really good view of the driveway and the fountain right in the middle. And we have some workers outside actively working on this place. I think they're doing some landscaping, but a lot of work is being done here, and it's gonna look pretty amazing eventually. And this fan and the light do match each other as well. Very, very similar in the build. It seems like this whole portion of the second floor is just hardwood. Just continues on. I'm surprised the bedrooms are on carpet. This one was the boys' room. You could pretty obviously tell. Definitely a fan of sports. Love the Eagles and the 76ers. The TV mount, bed right here, some furniture right by. And whoa, is that a wasp? And then turning to the right, we have a little hallway private to this room. And then that leads to the closet area and the bathroom all the way here. We do have some unfortunate news about this room too. This was glass once upon a time, and that was broken, and that costed the owner Almost $3,000 just for this. That is pretty insane, the amount of vandalism that has been done. And right here at the end of the hallway, we do have the top of the stairs that we saw down below at the laundry area. And talk of that, we do have a second laundry room on the second floor. The appliances are actually still left here, which is really, really cool. They haven't been taken out, as well as a few articles of clothing right up top too. What a beautiful staircase. Wow, great lighting too. And everything just complements each other so well. And now this section right here is a big, big bedroom area. And right now we are on top of the garage. So we just have a lot of closet space all around. And then this big open area right here with even 2 couches left behind. This could have been a bedroom / living room as well. The bed could have been right there at that carpet. Would have been pretty cozy with either side blocked off. And then windows all around. And now coming back to the main area, right here we have only 1 bedroom. I think this is the main one on the second floor, and we do have quite a lot of things left behind here as well. I want to show you guys the door frame too. A lot of detail put into it, and it was just painted white to match. But yeah, this is kind of the play place, and it also served as a bedroom directly to the right as well. But we have so many toys, Legos, even some clothes left behind as well. It's just completely filled with so much stuff. Wow. Look at all this stuff. That's really cool to see. I think I had the same exact penguin when I was a kid. Oh, I think it's a little different. I had something very similar to this when I was younger. And then closet space right here for a lot of books and some board games too. Holy cow. That TV right there. And then this room right here is the room that is going to go to the new owner's daughter. So we're going to fix this up, make it look really good. Again, a lot of belongings right here too. A lot of white powder on the floor, not sure what that is, maybe some baking soda. And this small walk-in closet filled with quite a few clothes. This also leads up to the attic. We have a little bit of space up there. But other than that, just an average room in this house. We have the 3 windows and just the setup we've been seeing so far for the most part. And then, of course, the bathroom to end it off. All right, folks, and with that, we're gonna take a hop and a skip outside all the way to the guest house and garage area to check that out before we end the video off. Now, before we move on to anything else, I did want to show you guys a quick view of the basement. It is pretty stripped. The owner was telling us about how some vandals broke windows, and then that led to pipes freezing. And so this whole basement was flooded and pretty much head to toe in mold. That's why they took everything out. But this was once a wet bar. You can kind of see the tiling of where the furniture was. And right here, as we walk along, this was the theater. It actually says right there, which is pretty cool. But there's the projector, all that equipment. And then this area is elevated to have some chairs in it. And that's where the screen would be. So I think that's really cool that they had all this. Also right here, we have these stairs that lead down right from the foyer. And in addition to that, if we move all the way over here, we have yet another wet bar area. You can kind of see the pipes and whatnot that were used for that. And this, through this green insulation, we have the wine cellar right here. So very, very cool addition to the house. But the new owner is going to turn this whole basement into a crazy man cave. He's going to add a bowling alley, shooting range, a lot of really cool, crazy stuff. So I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. And now in this section, we just have some the water heaters and just some electrical stuff. Nothing really too crazy. And so here we are pretty far away from the main house. But here we are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 garage doors. So that's so insane. And it goes back quite far too. So there's definitely a lot of space right here for some luxury cars. And then on the top floor is living quarters. So it also serves as a guest house. Now this is being completely remodeled. There's workers in here as we speak doing work, fixing it up. But we're just gonna go upstairs real quick and take a look at the living quarters that they used to have. So we have the staircase right here. So as soon as you come up the stairs, we have a bathroom right over there, as well as a little space here. But where this living quarters actually starts, it starts to branch out a lot and it just grows in volume a lot too. So here we have the kitchen area, just some basic appliances, and of course the island in the middle. Someone did steal the fridge, which is pretty interesting. Big operation for sure. And on the left right here, some natural lighting, a little bit of space, maybe a bed, some furniture, who knows, dining room. But I think that was over here, maybe a dining room, living room combination. The chandelier for it. And then the two pillars that kind of lead into the bedroom section of the guest house. Again, mostly stripped, but there's closet space. Nothing really too fancy or comparable to the main mansion. And then this is the master bedroom right up here on the second floor. And then across from it, we have the bathroom. This one's pretty nice. Slanted ceilings, pink walls, and the bathtub all the way at the end here. Pretty nice room. And then double vanity, one on the right, one on the left. And a massive shower to complement it as well. So I think we're done seeing everything. What do you think of this?
It's pretty cool. You know, the owners are gonna move in here real soon. So I wish them good luck. This is, you know, they're definitely gonna be their new dream home. So I'm really happy for them. It's gonna be really cool. They're gonna make it all modern and black, kind of like, I don't know, like a villain's house or something. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Show us the rendering. It looks really cool.
For sure.
But, this mansion, it's got a lot of history. It's, you know, it's kind of crazy what happened. You know, crazy to see that a place like this could just fall into disrepair just like that. You know.
Most abandoned properties are usually demolished or left to rot for years to come, but this one has received a rare second chance, being remodeled. The mansion's look will be completely changed, and the property that neighbors once called a nuisance will be incredible once again.